Ian.
My name is Angela.
And we are Leave the Paper.
Leave the Paper is a social movement that aims to raise people's awareness about paper wasting in the hotel industry.
We want to encourage people to reduce their share of hotel paper waste with the hope that they will not only take action, but also advocate for our movement by promising to leave the paper.
You probably remember a time that you brought a paper confirmation to check-in at the hotel, or when a front desk agent gave you a paper invoice and it ended up in the garbage.
Or for those of you who've worked as front desk agents, you can remember tons of times when you printed many reports and then just throwing them out without even looking at them.
In this video, we have selected front desk agent, travelers, university faculty, as well as hospitality students at the University of Guelph
to talk about why paper waste and leaving the paper is important to them. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Amber Adul. I am the president of the Hotel Association of Canada's Guelph Student Chapter. Saving paper is really important because if we can reduce the amount of impact that we have on the environment, that's really big. So printing less things out, like reusing paper that's only been printed on one side. Actually, if you look in my room, I take all of my paper that I only print on one side and I cut up and I make little notepads with it just to make sure that I'm not throwing out something that could be used.
I noticed that when I worked in hotels, they printed a lot of paper for guests, and the time spent viewing those papers was very minimal. So I think that it's important to leave the paper.
My name is Ev. I work at the Alberta Bay Suites Hotel in Ottawa.
Hi, my name is Josh from the Sheraton Grand Mirage Gold Coast.
Hi, my name is Casey. I work at the Calgary Marriott Downtown Hotel in Calgary, Alberta in the front office.
Hi, my name is Andrea Tapia and I work for Westin Trillium House at Blue Mountain.
My name is Sam Benjamin. I'm the night manager here at the Fairmont Banff Springs, the beautiful castle in the Rockies.
As a front desk agent, we do use so much paper in the day, and most sheets of paper have a very short life as well. We throw them in the bin just minutes after they've been printed.
Reducing paper is important to me because I love spending time in the outdoors, and if we're not conscious about our paper usage and consumption, there will be one day where I and everyone else will not be able to enjoy the beauty of nature as I and everyone else once have.
The paper industry does have a huge impact on our greenhouse gas emissions. It's bad for air, the water, the land, and paper can only be recycled a certain amount of times. After that, it just becomes regular waste, as damaging as any other substances that we discard into our environment.
Saving paper to us is extremely important. We're here in the National Park and we try to have a lot of eco-friendly initiatives, and saving paper is definitely among them.
Aloha, my name is Melanie Enright. I went to the University of Guelph and was in the Hospitality and Tourism program from 2010 to 2015. I currently live in Honolulu, Hawaii with my husband for his work.
Hi, I am Asuka. I live in Osaka, Japan.
My name is Camila and I work at an advertising agency in Toronto.
Global warming is just warming the world, and I know that any things that we can do to protect lives is saving the paper.
We've been traveling a lot since we've been here, and so we've stayed in many hotels over the past few months. We always try to avoid printing and instead using our mobile devices for confirmations of our hotels. Not only is this more secure as our confirmations are on our phones rather than papers that can be easily lost, but there's also the ease of access for better organization when using your mobile device rather than sifting through loose and printed papers.
Hi, I'm Stacia Elliott. I'm the director of the School of Hospitality, Food and Tourism Management at the University of Guelph. Leave the paper is important to me because I see a global population that is growing and growing and growing, and we just can't sustain the amount of paper that we're printing. So everybody needs to leave the paper and cut back on printing paper.
I promise to always think before I print.
I also promise to review reports on the computer rather than printing them out, and make electronic notes as opposed to ones on paper.
Every time I go into a hotel, I'll ask for an emailed copy of my invoice.
I will be a sustainable guest when I travel.
And I will always be proactive within my team to reduce our paper consumption.
When I go into the workforce, I promise to use less paper.
I promise to teach by words and influence by deeds.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
We promise.
I promise to leave the paper. I promise to leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
I will always leave the paper.
Will always try my best to leave the paper.
I will always try my best to leave the paper.
And always try my best to leave the paper.
I also promise that we always try our best to leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
And I will always try to leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
To leave the paper behind.
I promise to leave the paper.
To leave the paper.
I promise to leave the paper.
I promise to always try my best to leave the paper. Mahalo!
So here at Westin also we have this iPod, so we don't print our reports. We send all our reports to the iPod, so this way we save the environment. And yeah.